Hey, this is Jennifer, and I just want to show you how easy it is to turn a Google website into a virtual tour. Great platform for your students to do that plan a trip project that so many have done for so many different purposes over the years. So instead of making that brochure or that poster, let's use Google Sites. Let's embed 360 images, Street View images, and YouTube videos and really make that trip come alive. So this is just a basic Google site. And if I scroll down underneath the banner and double click, I'm going to get a little circle that pops up. And this is my option for insert, upload, or embed. Now, if I want to put in a 360 image from Google Street View, I'm going to use this embed option right here. Now, how does one find an image like that? Well, you're just going to go to your regular Google Maps. You're going to type in a topic, a place you're going to go. Since the trip we're planning is for New York City, I picked Times Square, a very touristy place in New York. And then I'm going to come all the way down to the right-hand bottom corner and find Pegman. Now, if I click on Pegman, you'll notice that all of the streets illuminate in blue, and then there are little blue spheres everywhere. For starters, the streets are where the Street View car has driven. So that is where I could see Street View if I just dropped Pegman on a street. But each of those spheres is a 360 image that some user of Street View has uploaded. So if I pick one of these, just grab this one right here. If I click on it, it's going to take me into that particular image. And I can use my cursor to kind of move around and look at what this image looks like. What a great example of Times Square. So you'll remember that the option over on my Google site was embed. Where do I find that embed code? I'm going to use this little box up here on the left-hand side where it says Times Square and the name of the user who uploaded the picture, as well as the date that it was uploaded. So this is a very recent picture. And I'm going to use the three more dots, and I'm going to choose Share or Embed Image. Now, notice I got a little box that pops up. The first choice is to share with a link. So if I just needed a link to the image, I could choose that. But I actually want this 360 image on my website. So I'm going to pick the embed image. And it pops open there for me to see. I can use the drop down to change the size of the frame it's going to be in, but medium will work just fine for me. So I'll come over and grab that entire address, web code, and click either Command C on a Mac, Control C on a Chromebook or PC. And then I'll go back over to my website, select Embed, make sure I'm in the embed code view, and then use Control or Command V to drop that code and click Next. So here is a preview of what it looks like. Perfect, that's exactly what I want. So I'm going to click Insert. And now that image is in my Google site. Now I want a static image as well. So notice that on the right-hand side of all the insert options, map is also one of those options. So I'm going to select map, and then I'm going to type in the place that I want it to give me a map for. And we're just going to throw in a picture of New York City just so that whoever visits my virtual tour can see an overview. Now I can use the zoom in and zoom out to get really specific if I want. So I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. There we go. I have the drop a place mark option. And once I have my map centered the way I want, I'm going to click select, and it's going to pop that image right there into my Google site. Now I can use the handles to make it bigger. I can make it wider, move that around however I would like. Now the third element that's going to help this tour be amazing is going to be your ability to put YouTube videos that are also in 360. So I'm going to use those embed choices on the right-hand side to click YouTube video, and I'm going to search. So I want NYC 360 and see if I can find a video that matches my needs. So here is a walking tour of New York that's in 360 VR. I can preview it if I want. I'm just going to go ahead and select it because I'm thinking that's what I need. And now it shows up right here in my video. Now, in order to see what my site looks like, I'm going to come up to the top and choose the eyeball so that I can see it in the preview mode. So there's the header that I customized, my trip to NYC. Here's the image that I chose, and if I click in the image, notice that I can turn and look completely around at that 360 image. There's the map that I embedded that will allow me to zoom in and zoom out. And then here's the 360 video that if I play that little resource, notice the video plays right inside of my Google site without having to go off somewhere else. Now, when I'm finished with the preview, I'll just X out and go back to the edit mode. And of course, if I was doing a full project, this would be full of 360 pictures, video, maps. I can use all of the insert options for Google Drive to put in spreadsheets of the budget for my trip, a presentation of all of the places we're going to visit, and all the other information that I would need for my trip. So stop thinking about these trips as paper print projects and use the power of Google Maps and Google Sites to let your students be virtual tour guides. I hope you find this helpful. Have a great day.